Codelab on building using Flutter. So in this part of the Codelab, we're going to build a Flutter app using the steps in the official Flutter demo. And so let's get started. The first step is to set up our Flutter environment. So if we set up our environment using Flutter Doctor, we can check what the Flutter Doctor says about the environment. And here it's asking about the Android toolchain as well as the Xcode toolchain. So there are some instructions for Xcode and Android. For Android, let's jump onto Android Studio and check the dependencies in the SDK manager. So we have API 32 not installed and API 12 not installed. So we can go ahead and install those two. And just to ensure that this is visible, let me resize this window. Okay, I guess that's all it can be resized. So I hit OK. And it's going to go ahead and install that. So while that's installing, we can go ahead and look at the instructions for the iOS toolchain. And in the iOS toolchain, it's asking for the installation of Gem for Cocoapods. So let's check that out. So it says install the Cocoapods Gem, and we're going to go ahead and do that. And let's do that. So once that's running, it says it's installed, and we can go ahead and check the output on our Android Studio. And in this case, in our SDK manager, it says API 32 not installed. So we go ahead and install it, and that's installed now. We install API S and hit OK, and that's installed. So those two are installed, and now we run Flutter Doctor and check the output. So once it says that it's working fine, we can go on to, so it's installed everything except the Android license. So we can accept the Android license by running Flutter Doctor -- Android licenses and hit yes, hit yes, 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 and that has completed. And if we run Flutter Doctor again, it should be all green. So let's wait for that. Yeah, it looks like no issues are found. So we're ready to go. Now we can create a repo. And we already have a repo here, so we can go ahead and clone that. So clone the Unicorn app mobile repo, cd into it, and in that folder we can start building out the first app using Flutter. So if we go next, we can create a starter app. It says Flutter create starter app. So we're going to go ahead and call it Unicorn app. So let it create the Unicorn app. The Unicorn app will basically help us interact with the DeFi endpoints. Those are decentralized endpoints for the unicorn wallet. And so if we go ahead and open the starter code, this is just the boilerplate that it's using to bootstrap unicorn app. So let's go ahead and check the lib folder. That's where the main.dart is, and that's our entry point. So if we look at main.dart, we can delete all the code from main.dart and use this code instead. And before we do that, we need to do one more thing, which is install the Flutter extension from VS Code. And the reason we need to do this is because it has a lot of tooling to help make the process faster. So we hit yes, and the settings were added to settings JSON. So let's go ahead and take a look at this now.